Sky Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very much looking forward to bringing you the action from the golf course for this week's featured group. Now there is a sense of maybe fear, heightened competition this week, as this player has said that they're starting up a rivalry with their playing partner.
So it appears this player's target is to beat Rickie Fowler this week. That should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Yeah, Rickie Fowler sounds like he's up for the challenge. On social media, he's been talking about this rivalry. Is Rickie ever not up for the challenge, though? He'll smile as he's beating you, that's for sure.
Yes, likes to kill him with kindness, does our Rickie. He is a wonderful fella on and off the course. And with a renewed confidence in his game, the new father's looking to shine here. This will be a tough challenge for our rivalry. Oh, that was pure. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Yep, that shot safely on the green. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. What a disappointment. And that should secure the par on this one. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess there is it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Wow, steady on there. Oh dear, time to get the chipper back out. This would be a great up and down. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Very crafty, that shot.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. He's in a share of 3rd place. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
This effort from Tony Finau just a short time ago. Lining up for his second. Wonderful effort. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
Oh, terrific approach and a chance for birdie here at the third.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
This one's looking good. Wonderful shot. Currently 1 under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either, but with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Should find the green. Wow, what a shot. An opportunity here to move into a tie for first.
So far, so good.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And stepping up the standings after that effort. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
A bit short with that effort.
Ooh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Such soft hands.
The putt drops, and we're moving on. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
Well struck. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
Yep, tracking nicely.
A well holed, he'll take the birdie. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Second shot here on the 7th. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Straight out of the top draw.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Leading by a shot after that hole. Time to play one of the one-shotters. Going with the 5-wood.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
And that was a bit of a misfire.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. How close was that to going down? Putting for par. Good stroke. Solid par putt, that. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. That was wonderfully done. Sitting at -3. Outright first here. Opting for the hybrid, I think. This one heading towards the green.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Rickie Fowler as well.
Now over to Rickie Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
Okay, steady now. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. This hole is one of the longest par fives on the course. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Rickie Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person. But I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Rickie Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has, and whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging, he's affable, he looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And with that, that's their fourth birdie. And that will take him to 4 under. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. And taking aim from around 100 yards here, he leads the field by a stroke. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
That dog will hunt.
A chance to move to 5 under par.
Looking for another birdie here.
And that putt just was never hit hard enough.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Let's head to the 12th hole. Going with the 6-iron here.
Going for less club here.
A wonderful shot and a birdie opportunity coming up at the 12th.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
It's looking solid.
And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And that will take him to 5 under. Now over to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Why don't we catch up with Rickie Fowler? What a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Second shot here on the 13th. Going with the pitching wedge here. Tell you what, they've got their rhythm going there. That's another green in reg.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Surely it's going to.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Currently in first position. We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there. Okay, let's get back to the action. Sitting at 6 under for the day, currently in the lead. Opting for the 5-iron. Needs this one to kick right. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Get excited. This could go in. That's inside the range. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Still in the lead now after that hole. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Handy effort, that one. Time for the second shot at the 15. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
Looks like they're definitely going for it.
And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
An eagle putt awaits. Ooh, right by the hole. That'll sting a bit. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And the putt drops, now at 8 under, heading down the stretch.
Whew, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with Jon Rahm in second.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Oh, so close. Just a short putt remaining here. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Go to your home, ball. Go to your home. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Going and going and going.
Playing this shot from around 220 yards here. Opting for the 5-wood. Is that what they had in mind?
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
This is a par putt. That gets the job done. And that fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with Jon Rahm trailing in second place. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Opting for the 6-iron.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure. Lining up here for a chance to win the tournament. What a putt to make. Just didn't drop. All right, one down. Let's see if they can take the next opportunity to close out the win. Ladies and gentlemen, they've just won their first ever PGA Tour event. Rich, what do you think's going through their mind right now?
Nothing. They're confused about everything right now. I tell you, you win and you can't believe it just happened. You really just have no idea. You're shocked. It's a great feeling.
And Rich, they only had a narrow margin the entire back nine, but they were able to pull out the win. That's very gutsy, isn't it?
Luke, impressive win all around. I got to say, a gutsy performance at the end of the tournament. Final 9 holes. Job well done.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beem, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. UK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
And this week, Henny, they're looking to beat Harold Varner III. It should be an exciting and entertaining duel.
Absolutely, Luke. Harold Varner III is one of the most charismatic, talkative, and highly skilled players out there on tour. He'll either cut you down with his game or his slick talking. You better be on your guard.
Yes, he's got a sharp tongue and a clever game. Let's see how HV3 goes up against this player in this rivalry. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. Oh, that's a nice line. Nice little putt to hole, that one.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
He's currently in a share of 6th. The second at TPC Summerland is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take 1 club less into this green as it will release down the slope. And he's down there.
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. This is looking pretty good in the air. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Gotta like their chances from there.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Ooh, don't give him praise, just look with admiration. That's serious talent. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. 9 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
This one's looking good.
Fair effort that. Good birdie. Currently 1 under for the round. The third hole at TPC Summerland is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. The history of golf has been littered with some great characters. For the modern game, Harold Varner III is right up there. A really personable guy, just effervescent. And I think, Rich, the only thing we're all waiting for is that first W to come. He seems to deserve it.
I can't wait to see what happens when he gets that first W. Oh, it's going to be blissfully fun. He's such an engaging personality that you can't help but just like him. He is out there enjoying every single moment of being on the PGA Tour, playing against the best in the world, and he believes that he can hang with every single one of those players. It hasn't kind of shown up yet, but there's no doubt in my mind with the belief that he has in his own game, that alone will carry him to a win on the PGA Tour sooner than later, and I'm thinking it could happen as early as this year.
7 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
It's half a chance of being holed, this one. Oh, what a super shot.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Currently a couple under for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The fourth at TPC Summerland is a pretty straightaway par 4 measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole. Just be accurate on approach. That's nicely done. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Yeah, nicely played.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
Ooh. No, that's too bad. Just a 4-footer remaining. Nicely holed. And for par.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Should find the green here.
What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival, Harold Varner III, has a worthy competitor this week.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
And that's for birdie. Well holed. And that will take him to 3 under. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Heck, oh my, how about that for a par? And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 6th at TPC Summerlin is a staking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Well, a chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Hey, nice looking line. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Now 2 shots up after that one. The 7th at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie. Well played, mate. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Gee, it's metronomic here. Green after green. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this. Getting ready to play their 3rd. didn't that look good for a long time? And back to the play, shall we? Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. He's making this look easy, keeps surging ahead. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. He's currently sitting in first place. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3, playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Quality shot, that one. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. This is buckets. That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Moments like that deserve another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Rich, I know you love being here in Vegas, perhaps for different reasons than watching the golf tournament, but while we're here at the tournament, tell me a bit more about Shriners' impact on the game and this entire region.
Luke, I fail to see what you mean by that. I think Vegas is a very nice, wholesome city that I do enjoy coming to visit, but the golf course is fantastic. It's held at TPC Summerlin every single year, and it used to be the venue where they had the last round, but now every round is here. And I think the players enjoy that. I think they like being at the same golf course each and every day. They get a feel for it, and I think that's why the scores historically year in and year out are so much lower than they were in the past. I think it's a really good opportunity to go out there and make a ton of birdies, but that's not the easiest thing to do, is it? Getting comfortable making 7, 8, 9 birdies around. Some players don't have that comfort zone, and so I'm always interested to see the players that get into that zone each and every day and are making that many birdies to see if they can sustain it for 4 straight days.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
The 10th at TPC Summerlin is the beginning hole of a back 9 that has many challenges and also a lot of fun holes. Not overly long at 420 yards. You're just trying to avoid any trouble off the tee so you can get a clear shot at this green. A chance to begin the back 9 with a birdie. That's tiny. Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
What a putt to make. Well done. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Why don't we catch up with the V-Man, Harold Varner III.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Oh, just missed. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Summerlin 11th hole, par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green. That one's heading down Broadway. As we test ourselves here in the closing 9 at TPC Summerlin, what's the second shot into 11 like?
It's a very unfriendly second shot. This green sits above the fairway a good 4 to 5 feet. If you hit it long, you've got no hope of getting it up and down. A very scary shot, to say the least. If you walk away from a par here, happy days.
A nice approach shot there, pin high inside the range. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Better than most.
Oh, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4. 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water. It starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. Yeah, that one will play. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Good shot there, Beamer. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Was on a good line. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you're giving yourself the right number, because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to three-putt it. Be careful on approach. Well, that's a handy shot. Already a winner this season. Number 2 would be very nice here today. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Nice recovery there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3, playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. Opting for the 9-iron. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt.
Little birdie look in here.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Wanted to get it up to the hole, but was just unable to up that slope.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. He sits in first position. The 15th at TPC Summerlin is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. Well, this is bold. Their eyes are opening up, headed for the green. Got all of that one, using all the power to try and take it deep under par.
Oh, how about that shot? Taking out the big stick and going ahead and knocking her on. Love it.
Oh, almost went in. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. Ouch, that hurts. Almost snatched the eagle there. That would have been huge. That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. The 16th hole at TPC Summerlin is the final par 5 on the course, Rich, and one the players can reach into.
Obviously, no hope leaving it short with your second shot in the water at 16. So most players bailing out, hitting it just over this green. If they draw a decent lie, they can chip it close, make birdie. However, not so easy. And there's a couple of low areas and greenside bunkers to deal with along of this green.
Oh, that's a great approach shot. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Tracking. Oh, well hold for eagle. Sitting at -13 for the round.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
The 17th at TPC Summerlin is a downhill par 3 playing 196 yards. Jonathan Bird once famously holed out in the playoff here to snatch the title. The green shapes right to left towards the hazard, so make sure if you're going to go for it, be very accurate. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
This one's for birdie.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Appears to have overcooked this one. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. Yes!
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. Rich, take me through the final approach here at TPC Summerlin.
This green is very long and yet very narrow. It is tough to get the judgment with your second shot spot on, pin high wise. However, there's still chances to make a birdie should you need one to win the tournament.
That's some good golf right there. And it's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event. That's frustrating. Okay, so luckily they've got another chance to get the win here. And it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
I gotta say, this player is in full flight at the moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Champions Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
And this week, Henny, it looks like they're trying to take down Justin Rose. Not many people have been able to claim that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be all rosy at the end of today. This is definitely a tall order. Justin has one of the most consistent games on the PGA Tour. He's like a golfing metronome of a man. The iron play, I'm going to say if he hits the fairway, when he hits the fairway, his iron play is just phenomenal. He's going to get it inside 20 feet every time, and then you know he's going to hole putt. So, yeah, good luck with that one.
Well, he's the perfect mix, isn't he? He's an English gent with a killer glint in his eye. Good luck in this rivalry. Getting ready to play their third. Great touch. Really nicely played.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Big putt for par coming up. He's currently tied for 8th. And now let's catch up with John McCarthy for an on-course report. What can we expect from Echo Park Golf Club this week, John?
Well, Luke, one thing I can say about this after walking the course this morning, it's a long one. Distance off the tee, especially important here at Echo Park. Course starts off along the big lake. There are a few holes that hug the edge of this lake, not unlike a Bay Hill, but here you get hit with it right off the start. And when you get away from the water, you get hit with the sand on the 6th. There's a thin corridor of fairway that leads to the green that weaves its way through. I think there's 5-6 bunkers leading up to and surrounding the 6th green. And from there on out, the players are going to be on the watch for the sand because it's sneaky and it's hard to avoid in certain situations. It's going to be an exciting time here, I think, this week at Echo Park.
And here we are with the third shot. That's incredible. What a shot that was. Right at it.
Nicely done.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Okay, let's head to the next. Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. That's a big drive. Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the players firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
He has this putt to save his par. Looks good off the blade. And there it is. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Let's take a look at Justin Rose, shall we? And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Currently 1 under for the event. Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the 4th hole, and it's a big brute of a par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see 2 massive bunkers and obviously the water. So anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
Rich, when we talk about the English group of golfers over the last 20 years, really Justin Rose has been the star of them, hasn't he? Major champion, world #1, Hall of Famer. He's done it all.
He certainly is that, and I have to say, he's probably one of the most resilient players you'll ever come across. As soon as he got done holing out that shot at the major championship years ago, turned professional, and went out and missed 20-some-odd cuts in a row and never gave up. Kept after it, which that would have broken. That would have broken most men, not Rose. That's why he's gone out and become a major champion. He is such a force in the game. There's no reason why he cannot play at a high level for many, many years to come. The ball striking is phenomenal. I love his stroke. I love the way that he putts it. I just think that he hits so many good putts that just don't go in. It just kind of gets under his skin. Listen, don't let it, Rosie. You putt it fantastically. Keep after it. I love this man's game. He's such a talent.
And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3. Well, there's no doubt they'd have some positive vibes coming off that birdie. Let's see if they can keep it rolling. Going with the 7. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. Lining up the birdie putt here. Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. And that makes him tied for first. We have a short par 4 ahead of us here.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Well, Rich, this won't come as a big surprise, will it? Because there's a lot of people talking about this player. They've been performing beautifully all season, and many think they can win this event.
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
That's just inside the range. What's in front of them, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Okay, steady now. That's disappointing. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Hey, that's a chance. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Love the long holes. Welcome to the par 5. Not bad. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
Sitting at 3 under par, currently in the lead. What are we looking at for this putt, Henning?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
This one's dialed in. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently in 5th place.
Here's Justin Rose. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Going with the hybrid. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
This one has eyes for the hole. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9. That's a good-looking shot there. Playing from around 190 yards out. He's got a 2-stroke buffer.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Oh, lovely-looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th. Nice stroke. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And that will move him to 6 under par. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently in 3rd place.
Wow. That was handy holding out from there.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
That should find the fairway. Time for the second shot at the 10th.
good shot there.
Getting ready to play their third. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt.
This is their look at birdie.
Ooh, right by the hole. An opportunity to make their par. Leading by a couple after that hole. The 11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretching at 430 from the back tees.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And playing this one from around 120 yards out. Currently leading by 2. Yeah, well played.
Would need something special to happen to get the birdie here.
This putt to get to 7 under the card. Just didn't drop. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Not a bad line, this. Well done. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's sitting there just in 3rd place.
This is Justin Rose.
Went straight down.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Teeing off here on the 12th hole. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Feeling strong, going for less club. And wow, what an approach. That was a golf shot. Justin Rose may be feeling a bit of pressure in this rivalry after that performance.
Oh, so close. Let's get back to it, shall we? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
It's on a great line. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And that will take him to 7 under. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down the right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
This shot from about 190 yards out. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Going with the 5-iron here. That was a great shot at the right time.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
And they'll tap this in for birdie. And that's 8 birdies today.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Currently in first position. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Oh, you see that one bouncing around the branches like a pinball machine? Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. John, do you have any info down there?
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on hole number 17.
This lie's not great. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Unable to find the green on this one.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Oh! Ha! Right at it from out of the bunker. An opportunity to make a par here. Now 2 shots up after that one. It's time to begin this par 4 hole. Lovely effort that. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Choosing the 9-iron here. Well, this one looks like it's heading to the sand. That's not the outcome they were after.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, what a wonderful bunker shot. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Opting for the 9-iron. Well, that's right out of the top drawer. A great shot from our leader. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently in 4th place.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm. This really looks good.
Ooh. Putting for a par here. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Oh, that is crushed. Sitting at 8 under, currently leading. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Great looking shot this. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Beautiful shot. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's sitting there in the rankings at 4th.
Justin Rose now.
Straight downwind. Tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
Wow, did this come out beautifully.
Let's take a look at the current standings. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Second shot hit on the 18th hole. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game. A bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event. Go on, get in the hole. That did everything but drop. All right, let's see if they can compose themselves and knock this one in to claim the title. And that'll do it. Holds it for the win.
Hat trick of victories now. 3 of them. Gotta say, this player is on fire.
And let's have another look at that one. This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Falcon Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, oh, maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win. Now that looked pretty good the whole way. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, get in. And he holds it. What a putt.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Currently 1 under for the day. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4. Oh, well played. Taking aim from around 190 yards here. Going with the 6-iron here. That's not the shot they're after.
And coming up well short.
Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Ooh, nice line. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold.
I haven't seen a putting display like this since I was 5 years old.
Currently 1 under for the round. Let's check in with our man on the ground, John McCarthy, for our course report. John, what will Foxholm Golf Links be serving the players this week?
Well, Luke, I think Foxholm Golf Links is going to be serving up some birdies, maybe a side of eagle. The course really is right in front of these players, and what you see is what you get. Not a whole lot of tricks to it, so I think people are going to be firing at these flags all week, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy that. Hopefully the folks at home will as well.
Getting ready to play their third. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Judging it beautifully.
And this one is for bogey. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. We have a par 5 on this one. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches. The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching the steady progression. Each and every week, he just seems to get a little bit better, and the confidence level is over the moon with this kid. And to bundle it all up, Luke, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. You want to root for a Tony Finau. He is such a likable, lovable guy, I believe, that you can't help but root for him. And the wins that he didn't get are just heartbreaking, and we felt the pain alongside with him. I love watching this guy play. I root for him every single week.
Looking really good, this one. That's a big time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Here we are at the 5th hole of Foxhole Golf Links. 424 par 4 from the tips.
And only the really long players in the game are going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side. The shorter players are going to have to hit it out to the left-hand side with maybe not quite a driver, but from there, it's really just a flick of a second shot, as this hole is just 424 yards. I'm thinking that every player is looking at this as a birdie opportunity.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
You like that, didn't you? 19 feet to the cup. Oh, just missed. Oh, that's too bad. Putting for a par now. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And now over to Tony Finau.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Looking great now.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. A long par 4 this hole. Wow, that was just striped. From around 180 yards out. 3 strokes off the lead. Opting for the 6-iron. That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
Good putters will make these right on 5 feet. This one started out on a good line. And that will drop in for a birdie. And that will take him to 3 under. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Teeing off here at the 7th. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order. But after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
Oh, how good is that? Buries it for birdie as well. And what a way to jump into the top 10. And this putt to move into second spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And with that hole, they're in second place on the leaderboard, behind Harold Varner III. And after a birdie at the last, they'll take the honour on the hole. Going with the 8-iron here. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Outside chance for birdie here, Luke.
This one looking really good.
And this one is for his par. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. As we stride to the final hole of the outward half of Foxholm Golf Links, players will be licking their lips with this par 5, measuring just over 500 yards.
Well, this is a gift to end on. However, you got to find the fairway really to give yourself the best opportunity. Players are not going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side, and if you hit it right of those, trees come into play. Bail out to the left, give yourself a long iron second shot into this massive green. Lots of runoff areas all around this green, but what a great opportunity to end this front nine with possibly an eagle 3.
All right, bold. I like this play.
Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Putting for eagle here. It was on a good line. It's just about 3 feet away. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Oh, look at that. You don't want that ball back.
How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I got to say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
So exciting to have an eagle putt here. This is a good chance. Yes, they've made it. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This is their 5th shot. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We've arrived at a par 4.
An eagle on the last hole for this player. Let's see if they can't build on the momentum they've created.
Oh, look at this soar through the air.
This shot is about 140 yards out. Currently leading by 2. Going with the pitching wedge here. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. That was special. Six feet remaining to the cup. Looking good. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. And that will take him to 8 under. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And that's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
That was bang on target. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The 12th hole at Foxhole Golf Links is a strong par 3 measuring 216 off the back tees.
Luke, this is by far the scariest shot on this golf course. The runoff area to the left is severe. That golf ball will definitely run back into the hazard unless they catch a fantastic break. Players are definitely be bailing out to the right, but make sure you come up short and right because you want no part of that greenside bunker.
That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
And as we look at the scoreboard, they're currently in first with Harold Varner III in second. We have a par 4 on this one. Attaboy, good shot. And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Sitting at 9 under par. Currently in top spot. Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
For the par. And after that top play, they currently hold top spot on the leaderboard with HV3 in second. Teeing off now on the 14th hole. Nicely done.
Yeah, they're planning an aggressive play here, guys. Going for it in 2.
Going with the 5-wood. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
A big opportunity with an eagle putt. Terrific shot, almost an eagle. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
They've chosen to club down here.
That's a great shot here at the 15th. It sets up a look for birdie.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? A par putt awaits. And yet another putt drops, so now 10 under par heading down the stretch.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Oh, absolutely flushed. And 11 under in front of the player with this putt.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
That was a gallant attempt. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. And as we look at the scoreboard, they're currently in first with Harold Varner III in second.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
second shot here on the 17th. Good chance, this one, right on 6 feet.
Little birdie look in here. These are on rails, looking good.
Oh, terrific. What an effort. And now over to Tony Finau.
Birdied their last hole.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Wow. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. Well, what a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Wow, was that a massive drive there. Holy cow.
Oh my, what a way to finish the round. Holing out to win the tournament.
Yeah, I like that. Going out in style just like you want to.
Oh, that's an absolute beauty, hey Beamer. Why don't we take another look at it?
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
And Rich, you know what this is like, going back-to-back on the PGA Tour. How big is it?
It's a lot more mentally difficult than I think a lot of people understand. I'm very impressed with how this player held up the final 9 holes. Congratulations. Great finish.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.